Hi, everyone. It's Patrick.
And Tom from Chewing on Pearls.
Your favorite Gaga podcast.
Join us to celebrate the release of Lady Gaga's 7th studio album at our Mayhem listening party on Saturday, March 8th from 8 p.m. till midnight at Color Club. Tickets are available now at the link in our bio and on Dice FM.
We'll send Gaga's 2020 album Chromatica off in style with a full-length listen before diving headfirst into the world of mayhem. And then the night will conclude with a DJ set from Chicago superstar Miss Twink USA.
Yee! Every ticket sold includes a donation to the Transformative Justice Law Project of Illinois, an organization that supports gender self-determination via free legal services, workshops, and other events. Your ticket will also include one entry into our rare Gaga merch raffle. Additional raffle tickets will be available to purchase at the event. All proceeds go to TJLP.
The night will be punctuated by live segments of Chewing on Pearls, including our search for the best dressed monster of the evening. So come in your finest Gaga-inspired fashions.
Like I said, tickets are available now at the link in our Instagram bio and on Dice FM.
See you there.
The music and the performance and the fashion are one. I don't separate my art from my life. It is one whole thing.
Hi, Patrick.
Hi, Tom.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Patrick. And this is Chewing on Pearls, the show where we dissect and decipher Lady Gaga's chameleon career and its impact one pearl at a time.
So, we're back.
We are back.
Spitting fact and spewing fiction and another installment of our current events series, That's Gossip. Today is Saturday, February 15th, 2025. Let's get into the headlines.
I guess we should acknowledge that we're going back in time a little bit because the mayhem era is officially off to what am I trying to say?
It's like a
breakneck
it's
speed.
Happening, yeah.
It's coming back.
LG7 is happening.
Yeah.
I wish I could tell myself a year ago that it was real.
I know.
And it's going to be worth it.
It feels surreal.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're going to dive into headlines. A lot has happened in the past couple weeks that, we've touched on here and there in our other recent episodes. But, we're just going to chat about the news and what the kids are talking about.
Yeah, and they're talking.
They are, for better or for worse.
So on Thursday, January 30th, Gaga performed at the FireAid Benefit Concert, an event committed to rebuilding communities affected by the recent wildfires in Los Angeles. She closed out the show at the Intuit Dome with performances of Shallow, Always Remember Us This Way, and an original song she co-wrote with her fiancé Michael called Time.
Is it all we need? All we need is time?
This is just what the internet said. It was like Gaga performs Shallow, Always Remember Us This Way, and Time.
I think it's all we need is time.
All we need is time.
Okay, well, let's start there because, A for effort.
A for effort. Yeah. I'm
like, sing Just Another Day. Sing Come to Mama.
Hold my hand. We'll get into that, but... all
we need is time.
Acoustic Edge of Glory. That would be really great. And I think for
Burning
that...
in Hell.
Dancing in the
Mama.
Flames. Yeah,
Mama.
You're right. So she comes on stage. She's giving her witchy mayhem look. I think this was like kind of a first tease of... This was the first time we saw her after the mayhem announcement.
Yes.
So
we're getting into the uniform conversation.
Yes.
About eras and uniforms
yes.
and how she likes to present.
So we see her in the black long wig with bangs, the hat that's like a
hat that we hate.
A hat that we hate. I hate those hats. A very like millennial
wide
hipster
brim,
hat.
Going to brunch.
She was doing like witch.
Yeah.
And then like this like trench coat dress thing. What would you call that? Like a dress coat?
The dress is like it's like a YSL like sheer resort ruffled layer. Like it's actually kind of sexy.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
the model photo like on the runway, it's like ooh, it's like see-through. And you could see a little leg.
Mm-hmm. And she was wearing a giant cross necklace too, which I love.
Very much like Heal the People vibes.
Yes. Yeah. It was kind of, it's hard to think about now because we've seen her play with the mayhem aesthetic since then. But at the time it was kind of like, oh, she's like dressing for the era.
Yeah,
at this
she's dressing.
charity thing.
Yeah.
Her performance of Shallow and Always Remember Us This Way was lovely. She did have to change the lyrics in Always Remember Us This Way because that song does have a mention of
fire
burning in my soul.
Yeah.
So good on her.
She sounded great. She looked great.
Gorgeous.
She looks gorge. Yeah, I thought it was funny too that there was like a photo that went viral of like someone looking at the set list and like scrolling to try to find Gaga. And they like zoomed in and they were like, of course she's last. Like everyone was trying to go to bed, like watching the live stream or whatever.
Yeah. And the song she co-wrote with Michael is cute.
It's cute.
But there's so many,
Have I listened to it again since?
No. And she's not going to
play it again.
No. Like, I don't think that, like, it's just interesting to me when they're like, she's known to be a great cover artist also. And she has done covers at events like that before. Right. So it was an interesting choice.
Well, she's leading with love this era. Yes. It's very clear. Michael is very important to her and to the creative process. And what I forget what it was that, something that, it was probably one of the L Q&As or whatever, where they talked about how her like giving Michael credit, it could be as simple as them like next to each other in bed and her talking about an idea and he's like, what about this word? And then she's like, because she like honors his opinion, is like, I'm gonna give you a songwriting credit.
I mean, they talked about that with Disease. Like it seemed less like less like he was saying, less like it was this like them in the studio working on it together, but more like her being like, I'm writing this song and it's kind of about this. And he's like, I think what you were really trying to say is this, because I know you and love you and you're kind of dancing around it. So why not just say that? Right. And I think it's like she wants him to be a co-writer because it's about the ethos they build together, I guess, like those emotional conversations you have. But I also think that she wanted to make sure he was like included in like, this is a charitable thing. Like, I want to call him out.
I mean, they are a very public-facing couple now.
Yes.
Like, this whole past year has been like the launch of Michael and Gaga as like philanthropist couple. Yeah.
We've seen him more in the last 6 months than we did in the 4.5 years before that.
Yeah.
So that should tell you everything. Totally.
Lady Gaga appeared at the 67th Grammy Awards on Sunday, February 2nd. After taking the stage with collaborator Bruno Mars to perform California Dreamin' by the Mamas and the Papas as a tribute to the city of LA, she dropped the Abracadabra single and video during a commercial break and proceeded to win the award for Best Pop Duo Group for Performance for Die With a Smile featuring Bruno Mars. This is Gaga's 14th Grammy, and it makes her the only artist in history to have won that award 3 times. During her acceptance speech, she vocalized her support for the LGBTQ plus community by saying, "Trans people are not invisible. Trans people deserve love. The queer community deserves to be lifted up."
That was a huge night for Gaga.
Yeah.
We talked about Abracadabra and the release and our experience watching the Grammys on our last episode. But I guess to kind of go chronologically, seeing her on the red carpet again in that laced up kind of Victorian gown and this like elvish, is that a word? Elven, yes. Elf adjacent kind of long hair. So gorgeous.
And like the bang is banging.
Yeah.
Like that long side piece. It's giving very Cher.
Yeah. There's a name for that haircut.
It's good.
It's good.
Fun.
Yeah, good. And the micro bang. I love a micro bang. Yeah. It just frames her face in a way that is so flattering. Yeah. And I love that. And she looked gorgeous.
Red carpet, the video of her, like them explaining the glam bot to her, and she's like, It's like, girl, do you not think she doesn't know?
She knows.
Like, she knows.
She's done it before. And then she changed to perform with Bruno, California Dreamin'.
Valentino number. Very cute.
And she looks very like
California girl.
Goth hippie. It was where the Harlequin.
Yes. Harlequin. She was like, I'm mourning in white.
Yes, exactly.
Crochet.
Exactly. She could have been playing the guitar barefoot.
And she vocaled. She did her thing.
Yeah, they did a great job.
They have great chemistry. They have wonderful synergy. Their voices sound great together.
Yeah.
I kind of predicted that they were going to do what they did, which I was like, ooh, my senses are tingling.
And apparently Bruno and Gaga were like, we're not performing Die With a Smile. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
So it was very important for them to do a tribute instead of the song that they eventually won the award for, which I think is notable and sweet.
And the Grammys wanted them to. And they were like, no.
Yeah.
We're doing this.
Power move. Yeah. Power play.
But I am bummed that rumor that was going around about the MJ cover was false.
Me too.
Because if they sang Earth Song, that would have been crazy.
I know. They're both they're children of Michael.
Right.
Both of them.
Yeah.
In different ways.
Right.
But every like pop artist.
And I would have loved to hear their like ad libs.
Totally.
And like vocal choices. Yeah.
And then, as we covered on our last episode, the commercial break after this tribute performance was
life-changing.
The MasterCard Abracadabra video single moment, life-changing.
And the world has never been the same.
Right. And then
will
to
never be the
go
same.
from that commercial break and feeling at like such a high to then seeing her win the award. She's changed again.
Beautiful gown.
Beautiful black gown.
Hair in like a low pony.
She lets Bruno speak first.
Yes. She says, you go up there.
Mm-hmm.
She said, come on.
Yeah, she's like, you invited me out of this song. You can speak first, but also I need to go second because I have something to say.
Right.
And she didn't say much, but what she did say was impactful, made headlines, I think was important in the context of the world we're living in, the culture we're living in, Trump's America, Elon Musk's America.
And I do think that she sees people say things about her activism of late.
Yes.
And I think that was a nod to like, don't get it twisted. I might not be as public facing, but like I will always be your champion.
And I think specifically naming the trans community
as
yes was again important given the circumstances of our world and our country right now and the culture right now, but also speaking to what you just said, like I think the criticism has been that she has been very vague in general in her statements around equality or peace or we need to come together.
Right.
Yeah. And so it was a good moment. And I felt like I saw a lot of conversation online afterwards that was like just speaking about the award show in general. Like we have to remember that so many artists are needed at this time. Like transgressive art is needed at this time, but also it also creates good art. It was like a nice reminder of that.
Yeah, totally. It was a pretty enjoyable Grammys.
It was. Congratulations to all the divas.
Yeah.
It was very diva focused, which we love. And to be in a room full of gays and girls for all of those wonderful moments was special.
Should we get into the elephant in the room?
Which one?
The crumbs that we were given. Beyonce and Gaga were how close to each other?
Let's get into that.
How close
they were at
to each other?
tables that were next to each other. And there are photos of Gaga talking with Jay-Z.
There's videos of them talking. There's videos of Gaga jumping up and down when Beyonce wins.
And weeping.
And Julius turns his back and is like, let me protect you from this witch devil woman.
And that I think I shared this with you. There's a video out there of someone like recording Beyonce at the table during a commercial break. Someone's fixing her hair. She's saying hi to someone and she kind of looks over her shoulder toward Gaga and then the camera pans and Gaga's sitting at her table and she kind of looks over her shoulder. Like it does feel like there's this awareness between them. And I mean, they cut to Beyonce while Gaga's performing and talking.
Right.
They cut to Gaga while
they
Beyonce's
cut to Gaga
there.
openly weeping.
Yes.
Weeping.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
But crumbs.
Yeah. Very confusing.
But
not even that confusing.
The little speculators are saying that Beyonce and Miley Cyrus were very close to each other at the prior Grammys.
Yeah.
And then Two Most Wanted came out.
Yeah. Their duet on Cowboy Carter.
And they didn't interact at all.
Right.
So maybe it's a whole thing where it's like, not yet.
Yeah. But then I also saw things that were like, Miley didn't know it was going to be on Cowboy Carter. Like they recorded that years ago.
Right.
So then I'm like, what is the story? But also Gaga could have recorded something with Beyonce years ago And
Right.
he's like, I don't know what she's doing with it or if it's just gone. Maybe they recorded something for Renaissance or Cowboy Carter. Probably not Renaissance, but
Yeah, I don't know.
who knows? It could have just gotten...
Or it could be Renaissance, because when Gaga was at the VMAs and that all chrome, and she said the Renaissance is coming,
Yeah.
and then
And
what's going on there?
yeah, there's also, the Beyonce approach is very much so like gag them.
Yeah, move in
Gag
silence
them,
and then gag
and
them.
then gag them. Gaga's learning from that school. But I'm also thinking about how Gaga filled in for Beyonce when Beyonce got pregnant and could not do Coachella.
Right.
Beyonce ended up doing it the next year, historical, monumental. Gaga was also using the Coachella grounds to help Bradley Cooper out for A Star Is Born, and she didn't get to give the full Gaga-Chella experience.
A project that Beyonce was originally attached to.
Right. Very funny. So now I'm wondering, are they waiting to gag us at Coachella? Were they like, we cannot even be in a photo together because we want the next time that we are
Together
to be this? That's my biggest hope.
Oh,
Right? Doesn't that make sense?
my entire body, Tom.
It would be crazy. But also, I would just settle for a picture. So, Gaga, Beyonce, if you're listening, just take a picture, just interact, wave at each other. I don't give a fuck. Like, of course, ideally, you do a song.
I
Give us a
can't-
video phone.
I can't. I'm like trying to wrap my brain around that. I think you're onto something.
Thank you. I've
You
been
heard it
thinking
here
about this a
first.
lot.
You heard it here first.
I've been like TikTok searching Gaga, Beyonce, Gaga, like Little Monsters Beehive, like
Yes. Oh my
putting the
God.
pieces together. But I have not really seen that take. And I'm like, Beyonce is the person who like changed what Coachella is for a diva.
Fuck.
Right. And Gaga is getting her opportunity to do that because she didn't really get to before.
Fuck.
And if we saw how hard she rehearsed for Abracadabra, I can only imagine.
Coachella's gonna be insane.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Again, if you're out there and you want to support us, get us tickets to Coachella. And airfare.
Yes. Love it.
And
Great.
accommodations.
Love it.
Both weekends.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Damn.
We'll leave the Grammys with that. On Sunday, February 9th, a pre-recorded taping of Gaga playing Hold My Hand was shown as the closing act for the Super Bowl pre-show. The performance was taped on Bourbon Street in New Orleans as a tribute to the lives lost in the New Year's attack that took the lives of 14 people and injured 57 more. New Orleans first responders surrounded Gaga on stage for the performance. It was beautiful.
Let me just say, life has been lifing so hard and so quick that I momentarily forgot that we started the year with an atrocious act of violence.
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
I know, because I remember, like, she recorded this at like 3 a.m. on Bourbon Street, and people were like posting, like, we think that she's doing something. And I was like, but why? And then I saw attack, and I was like, oh my God.
Oh my God, yeah. I also think, too, that was the week I got married. So
we were on one.
Yeah. There were, yeah.
We were celebrating love. But, her performance pre-Super Bowl show, gorgeous. The vocals. Blonde. We got
Abracadabra.
Yeah.
Elve.
Yes. Ethereal. Gaga.
Yes.
The like dichotomy that's starting to appear in the fashion is very interesting, and I'm enjoying that. Big hat.
This one a little better.
Yes.
This one was okay.
Inches down her back too.
Inches. Huge train.
Yeah. It was a really like moving vocal performance. She changed it up a little bit.
Yeah, the arrangement was different, and it was very successful.
I want that as the recorded version.
I'm like, let's keep it at this clip. Let's keep it moving, girl.
Yeah.
Like,
she
it was
made choices vocally that were like more, I think, stimulating and like suited the environment. It wasn't like an empowerment song. It was like I need you, hold my hand.
And she saved the good stuff for when it like. I feel like my thing with Hold My Hand, like. The studio recorded version is like, it's trying to be like arena rock ballad.
Totally.
And like.
It's for Top Gun.
It is for Top Gun, but like this was more of like this is Gaga performing a song that she wrote. Like this is how she wrote it.
It
like
felt different. And then it like charted for a minute after that.
It was like number 1 on iTunes, which is so silly.
Yeah. And it was, a beautiful tribute for something so horrifying. And I'm glad that they did it. I'm glad that she said yes to doing it. I love that she has become someone that is...
She's like the NFL darling.
Yeah.
She's always at the Super Bowl.
Which is funny because it's like, again, that's Jay-Z's project. Like, he does the music for the Super Bowl. I don't know that he's involved in the pre-show or like that kind of like tribute kind of thing. He does the halftime show, but who knows?
But and so I guess now is a good time to get into the accusations of tribute act Gaga and how fans online are upset because her press appearances for this album so far have been linked to something else besides the album.
Yeah.
So FireAid, the Grammys,
I think it feels better to her.
the Super Bowl. I think it feels better in general.
Yeah.
I think it's like, she's a diverse talent. She's an entertainer. Why would she not?
Yeah. And if somebody asks,
Why would she not?
Why would you say no? Like, saying no to that is like, so that's not who she is. And like, I like that she's known as someone who is down to like sit at the piano and play a greatest hit.
And
if it means people will tune in. Yeah.
Like,
It's disappointing to see the way that fans can like drag her because they want it to be 2012 so bad.
To me, it's such an appreciation and like celebration of her talent and her staying power as like an entertainer that she has been like canonized as the person who will do this thing.
Yeah. People are like, she's a tribute act. She's a charity act. She's a, what do you call that? Like an oldies act, her own oldies, like a greatest
Legacy
hits.
artist.
Legacy. Yeah. And it's silly, especially because I feel like she's pretty clearly told us in interviews, both at the Chromatica Ball film premiere and the Vogue issue that came out around Joker, Harlequin, that she is feeling, despite the Mayhem album cover, less fragmented as a person, as an artist, and she feels like she can just do everything.
Yeah.
She can just do it all. And I think that's an important... To me, that's always been who she is. And so I don't get fans who want her to stay in one lane.
Exactly. And I saw a clip that was kind of resurfacing that someone posted. It was on, it was Gaga on Colbert, I think for A Star Is Born promo. And she's talking about like, she's like, I'm a New Yorker. When they want me to zig, I zag. When they want me to ying, I yang.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm never going to do the thing that you think that I'm going to do or the thing that you want me to do. And that's how I like keep my authenticity. And like, arguably, I think it's more punk to like sing a cute, nice, happy song right now than to like hawk a single.
Totally. She doesn't need to. She doesn't care to, and she doesn't need to do that kind of press for her own music anymore. She's like, the music speaks for itself.
It's coming.
Yeah.
Like, give it a couple weeks, man.
God, the discourse is crazy. And I'm like, there's way more important things happening in the world that you should be upset about. Yeah.
Really upsetting.
Very crazy. They act like, the Stan term of like getting fed. They act like we haven't been fed in years. I'm like, if you actually like appreciated her talents beyond making a dance hit, you would have been fed last year and the year before and the year before that in little ways.
We've been eating since July.
Yeah. It's been a great time to be a Gaga fan and to like turn a charitable performance or a tribute performance on her that way is so corny and cringe and nasty.
And I will say, though, it is funny, that video that's been going around of the piano being thrown out the window.
Yes.
Like, okay, I'll give you that one.
Yes. Girl, I love her on the keys. What can I say? But
stay tuned. We have a whole piano episode.
We do. In the pipeline.
Also, quickly before moving on, because it's important to us as fans of these divas.
The girls.
The Doechii and Summer of it all.
Yes. So at the Super Bowl, Gaga was at the Super Bowl.
Of course, doing abracadabra choreo in the hallway of her hotel for TikTok.
One glove on.
We're so back. She's doing hotel content.
Yes. Eyes covered in these giant sunglasses.
She's like, sports or spells?
Took photos with Doechii and Summer Walker, which feels so right.
And very important.
Very important.
Hugely important.
I'm like, I don't need her to be seen with anybody but Doechii right now.
Yeah.
Because they get it. They were two of the people who at the Grammys, when Trevor Noah made kind of an off-color joke in the background of the camera, Doechii's in the kind of in the side and Gaga and Michael are in the background. Doechii rolls her eyes.
Gaga shakes her head.
Michael and Gaga look at each other and shake their heads. I'm like, yeah, they know what the fuck is up. And Doechii is a little monster.
Yes.
Down. She's commenting on Gaga's posts all the time. I'm like, we are the same.
Yeah, no.
Monster sees monster.
And we love Summer.
Yes, love Summer Walker. Okay. Do you want to read the next one?
Yeah. On Thursday, February 13th, Gaga appeared on Hot Ones, an internet interview show hosted by Sean Evans where guests eat increasingly hot wings between answering questions.
Yeah.
Hot wings and hotter questions.
Yeah.
Hot Ones.
Yeah.
I am a Hot Ones fan. I watch it pretty regularly.
I like it too.
I think First We Feast is really cute.
Yeah.
I think they do a great job with interview questions, which is also something that people were complaining about because Gaga in the interview seemed to be like really gooped and gagged by some of the quotes that they pulled and some of the like facts that they had.
Yeah.
And some people were like, these aren't hard hitting. This is a generic interview. And it's like, can she just have fun?
Everyone is so
her to have
ungrateful,
fun?
or like that it wasn't mayhem related enough.
Right.
It's
It's clear that obviously they recorded it before the announcement because he refers to her as 13-time Grammy Award winning artist.
Yes.
And she at the end is like unsure if she can say anything about mayhem.
Right. She's being kind of like, she's waiting for somebody behind the camera to give a cue. Like, yeah, this is going to come out later after.
Right.
Like, she doesn't fucking know.
You can say.
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Right.
And she does like a good job eating all these hot wings, but has these cute moments where she's like, girl, I'm going to die.
But is so like, you could just tell that she's so happy and comfortable and adjusted and like open and herself. Like, it was just really fun and enjoyable to watch. And I feel like people who like are just casual fans of Gaga will watch that episode and be like, oh, wow, I didn't realize that she is someone that I would like to hang out with.
Yeah.
Like,
she's being herself, her dorky self, which I love, which is who we love. But even like in her like GP Imperial phase, which is A Star Is Born, she was putting on a character in interviews. And so I think people think that's who she is because they're like, she's blonde and wearing a beautiful gown. So this is who Lady Gaga is. It's like, no.
Oh, yes.
This Hot Ones, that's who Lady Gaga is.
The Tom Brown couture of it all.
Yes.
Worn off the shoulder backwards with the nude illusion drag queen bodysuit with the glove cut off.
Right. It's almost like, again, it's like people, I think, thought that she was like bearing it all when she like did the like Hollywood starlet thing. And it's like, no, it feels like now she is.
Now she is.
She feels secure enough to do that. And honestly, she looks lately so beautiful. And I've always thought that she's beautiful. But there's something in this Hot Ones interview, Hot Ones of all places, where looking at her face, I'm like, what is it? She doesn't look, it's her face. She doesn't look different. She's not fillered out or anything, but I think it is that openness.
Yeah.
There's a light in her eyes. There's like, I had two different people text me and be like, who aren't even like monsters like that. Just be like, she looks so beautiful lately. And I'm like, it's love. It's art, making art.
She's healthy.
She just looks, people wear how they feel inside on their faces. And I think that there's like a brightness and like, just like, authenticity and joy, authentic joy, I guess.
Her coping mechanism being laughter.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
That she's like in agonizing pain and she just cannot stop laughing.
Yeah. And it's cute. I feel like they're a good match. Like Sean Evans is like kind of an unassuming guy.
He's really great at his job.
Yeah. He's very like, he's kind of flat.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's good for Gaga.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's good. Yeah. No. She does a good job in that show.
She didn't seem like she felt like she was expected to be any type of way, which I love.
And love that she didn't tap out. Was worried that like, that was like my biggest fear was like, wonder if she is like, has
protecting
like
her voice or something.
Is like, I can't, but then I was like, no, I know our girl. Like, she's going to be fine.
Yeah. And she even says in the interview, it's like meta. She's like, I'm really trying to be a bad bitch right now. Like being honest about it instead of just trying to be a bad bitch.
Right.
She's like, no, I am trying to be
a bad bitch.
She says it. And I love it. There's something very sweet. And she keeps asking him like, I'm doing good, right?
Right.
Which is very endearing.
She's like, can I drink the water? And it's like, you don't have to ask me. Yeah, you can.
She's so silly.
But her answers were really sweet. Some of them, like, I do think it's funny. You can tell as the wings increase in intensity, her like synapses are like she's not answering the way that she would be if she's not eating these wings. Like,
it's nice it was nice to see her kind of not on because of that effect.
She's like, what am I saying?
Yeah. Or super cute.
Every time they like pulled up a quote, she was like, I said that? It's like, yeah, girl, you were out here saying shit.
She's such a faker. She's like, Born This Way was like the Immaculate Conception. I'm like, girl, of course you said that.
You said that. Why wouldn't you say that?
Right. Because it was.
It was.
I loved the one that he quoted her saying, if it doesn't have a great chorus, what's the fucking point?
Right. And she's like, oh my God.
She cracked the fuck up. But anyway, love you, Gaga. Thank you, Sean Evans, for making our girl feel safe, seen, heard.
The look was so good. Mm-hmm. She was so cute.
Yeah. With her giant ring on, eating her plant-based wings.
Yeah.
That look really yummy.
Yeah.
So,
love her.
Props to ya. On Friday, February 14th, yesterday, Gaga performed at SNL 50, the Saturday Night Live anniversary special, which aired live from Radio City Music Hall in New York City. First, she took the stage with Andy Samberg, jokingly attempting to perform a rendition of Shallow before performing the Lonely Island's parody song, Dick in a Box, to kick off a medley of the comedic music group's songs. Later in the evening, Gaga returned to the stage to perform an earnest rendition of Shallow with a cute little hat on.
The hat was so cute.
Yeah.
The meme of the pigman that's like, I'm fag.
Yeah.
That's that.
We have to put that in the carousel, so stay tuned if you haven't seen it. Another thing that fans were annoyed about, I don't know what people expect. It's like an anniversary special for a specific TV show that's rooted in comedy sketches. Gaga has hosted. She's been a musical guest before.
She has been in said Lonely Island musical comedy sketches.
Absolutely. So she was singing Dick in a Box, sitting at the piano, sounding great.
I love R&B Gaga.
Yeah, she was giving it a little bit of that.
She was giving it a little bit. Mm-hmm. My favorite video of all time, her and Patti LaBelle.
Yes.
At the CFDA Awards after show.
She's wearing that
completely naked
leotard thing that's sheer.
Completely sheer. Just panties and pasties, and she has the teal bob.
Yeah.
And it's just the two of them going, oh, wow! back and forth at each other for like 10 minutes.
So good.
Yeah.
So good.
It was giving that a little bit.
Yeah.
But a more refined, contained, controlled. Yes. Her voice, honestly, the Shallow performance, she knocked it out of the park.
There's something in the water.
Right now, her voice is untouchable.
What is, like, I mean, she is a talented vocalist, of course, but like, I don't know. Something has changed. Because even
she sounds better than she did in the movie.
I know. Even hearing the album Harlequin, I was like, wait, something is different. There's a clarity. Again, that openness that I'm talking about seeing in her face, you can hear it in her voice. There's like a clarity and like letting it go.
You know what it is? She's not smoking cigarettes.
Yes. I miss those days.
I know.
That's why she had one in the Die With a Smile video. She was like, just a treat.
Just a treat.
Yeah.
She's like, another take.
Yeah. Till the pack runs out. Yeah, so people were upset about this. Gaga had a big gift box strapped around her waist. And there's conversation that perhaps they chose her to do this because of the surfacing rumors that she is trans again after shouting out the trans community at the Grammy Awards.
And it's something she's battled her entire career.
Yes, absolutely.
And she's always kind of had a flippant attitude about like, A, why would that be a problem?
Yes.
And B, it's none of your fucking business.
Yes. Ultimately, I think I understand where those takes are coming from, like relating it to that and thinking that the decision is like this calculated response to some of that, but I just like know that she was like, this is funny. I'll do it. I don't think it's her trying to like.
And we know this about Gaga.
Yeah.
She's a guy's girl.
She is.
Like, she thinks stupid shit like that is funny.
Yeah, she's silly. She's goofy. She's a millennial.
She is.
Yeah.
Have you seen the fucking wide brim hats?
Girl.
We got to get her away from those.
Like the gays walking.
Oh my God. Yeah. Chicago legends.
Yeah.
Icons.
If you know, you know. I won't
Friend
elaborate.
of the pod, the walking gays.
Yeah, I won't elaborate. But it was cute. And then when she came back out to do Shallow. She tore.
And all the street style looks. The black.
Can I tell you? The looks that she has worn in the past 48 hours have been some of my favorite Gaga fashion moments.
She knocked it out of the park.
I love the covered up look.
Yes.
That's something that I really love. I love a very naked fashion moment or a very covered fashion moment. Yeah. I love it for myself.
Well, okay. So the tattoo of it all, we actually saw her tattoos when she was performing with Andy and company because she was in this like spaghetti strap moment. And that was kind of the first time that we've seen her skin so far.
Yeah.
Like we've seen some skin, but there's always been like a layer.
Yeah, like a sheer, a lace, whatever. I'm fascinated by this playing in what feels like also slightly oversized, but not in a way that's like intentional, but just like
what's funny is when you look at Les Maison and you look at like Gaga wearing it and then you look at the model wearing it and you're like, oh, that's supposed to be calf length,
right?
And it's like it's hitting
sweeping
the
ground. And there's a cute video of her like crossing the street and her hat's falling off. And she's trying not to laugh.
She's like putting it back on and is like obviously is like, this is silly.
I love this like goth. I mean, we talked about that. We talked about this like playing with like the idea of what it is to like have a goth aesthetic, but like blending different eras of goth fashion.
Right.
And whereas people are like, it's Born This Way again. I'm like, no. You don't get it. Born This Way was punk.
Yes.
This is goth.
This is goth.
This is different. You know what I mean? Like,
and Born This Way was Hot Topic punk.
Yes. Yeah. And like sexy.
Yeah.
Gaga's like,
it was Fredericks of Hollywood. Like Hot Topic, Fredericks of Hollywood, like Avenue.
Right. And it like morphed into something completely. It was like alien hooker.
It was Ragstock.
Now she's like, I don't even know how to describe it, but this is like a fashion era I'm loving.
A lot of young designers, which is so cool and rad. And like, she's always loved the kids.
They're doing a great job. And I love that these new stylists, hardstyle that she's working with, are not trying really hard to make her have a Gaga moment.
It's inherent.
Right. It's like the fierceness of the style and the fierceness of Gaga speaks for itself. It doesn't have to be the most insane shoe, the most wacky, obscene
I was going to say, though, that being said, the shoes have been good.
The shoes have been very good.
These little, like, gilly little maiden shoes. Little witchy shoes.
She's just looking so fierce. I'm like, Mother Mayhem.
The video of her going up the stairs and the paparazzi's like, turn around, we need to eat too. And she turns and the cameras go, like, the flashes are insane.
I'm also like, will we get more? I feel like we will. All white looks from her. Like, I like this dichotomy that's happening in the imagery of like this like Victorian, pseudo-Victorian goth, 90s Victorian goth moment, but then also like the Tom Brown and the Hot Ones and the Abracadabra video and the New Orleans performance. She's in all white with this long wig on. Oh, God.
Which the wig, infamously seen in the background of many Instagram, right? There was like that. She was like, trust the process.
So crazy.
In the background. And then she posted not too long ago, it was like the studio pics.
Yeah, with her laptop behind her.
Yeah, and it's the red look from the Abracadabra video. To like lace up corset.
I would love to see her in like an all red look. Yeah. That'd be a fierce moment, I think.
With red hair.
And I guess just to like get further into the gossip of it all, the rumor mill, there's rumors that Gaga might be returning to American Horror Story.
Yes.
For season 13.
Yes.
Filming some days in May. The Rio Copacabana show, the website is up apparently. It doesn't have any info. It just has like Corona, Rio.
Right.
Whatever.
I saw some like bootleg poster of like a photo of her from like House Labs 1.0.
Yeah.
That's like on the streets in Rio.
Yeah. Like the fans are doing the promo.
Yeah. I'm like, where did that come from?
It's really wild. And and she hasn't announced it herself.
But I think there's
has she said anything about Coachella?
Not recently. I think she talked about it.
Did she acknowledge it? Yeah.
She talked about it in like the LA Times thing about Die with a Smile.
You're right.
I think other things have mentioned like Coachella is coming.
Right.
It's also rumored that like some stadium in France is saying that she's coming. There's also a rumor that the Mayhem Ball is starting in Eastern Europe with an extensive Balkan leg, which I could see because she hasn't been over there in a very long time.
Yeah.
And that part of the world is important to her and her like aesthetic. And especially her artistry. And like right now, like I feel like there is a connection for sure in terms of like aesthetic.
Yeah. And yeah, some of the sound influence, I think too. I wonder if we will really get a global tour and like maybe she'll be in the US in 2026.
I think it will be selective, but I think it will be global. I think it'll be the cities that were used for the disease release.
Because where did she not go for Chromatica? South America?
I don't think she went to South America. I don't think she went to like really like
Asia. She went to maybe a couple like
Japan,
Tokyo,
right? Yeah. She didn't really do Asia. She didn't do like Central Europe, Asia, that area.
I could see her doing like, more, and then
the Mediterranean.
We don't hear from her for a minute.
Yeah.
While she plans her family.
Yeah.
Which I'm excited for. I hope she names her daughter Mayhem.
Oh my God. I feel like she'll name her kids after her like grandparents or something.
Joanne.
Yeah. Also, word on the street is that Gaga and Beau are like not on good terms.
I know. I wonder.
I don't really pry into that stuff because I'm like, I think she deserves a private life, and I don't need to know everything about her like childhood best friend and their potential falling out. They're adults.
Yeah, and also,
are you friends with every single person you've ever met?
I think people notice something like, oh, Beau hasn't really been around,
right?
But Beau also has has historically not really been in front of in front of the camera like that. Like she's pretty private.
Right.
And like if they're not working together, that doesn't mean that there was a falling out. That could mean like we're two grown adults and Beau is like, it's time for me to leave
in this world.
Like get off the train at this stop.
Yeah.
Like because it's like even Bobby, her manager, it's like, is he going to do this for the rest of his life or as long as she has a career? Probably not.
Yeah.
Like it'll have to change at some point.
Well, people are saying.
Yeah, people are saying it is changing.
That it's going to be Michael.
There's also speculation that like this could be her last album within her scope.
Right.
And like, where does that take her next? Does she take a big... Yeah.
It takes her to her own record imprint.
Me too.
Yeah.
And focusing on that and like production
young talent,
and collaboration.
Young designers, young talent, young producers.
Very much could see that happening.
As she like raises a family. Totally. And then, you know, hopefully when the Kennedy Center honors are back in the good graces of... we'll be seeing her get one, you know?
It'll be an interesting...
I feel like that's the career path she's on. Like she is a legend, icon, showbiz, like can play in the pop girl bag, but does not need to.
Yeah. I could see her really taking a long break and then like being in like a smaller movie.
Well, like she said in Hot Ones, she was like, I have thought about
stepping away
and not doing this, but then I knew that I actually like can't. Like I keep coming back to it, which means I have to do this.
And I think the thing is that fans hear her say, I keep coming back to this, and they think this is pop music.
No,
it's not. It's being stardom.
Yes.
It's superstardom.
Yes.
It's like being a public figure in whatever capacity that is. And
exactly.
Like, I don't want to play into, just like you said, we don't pry into her private life. I think it's really dumb and a waste of time. She's a person that we do not know. I'm not going to like be one of these fans. It's like, is this her last pop record? I'm like, if it was, I don't give a shit.
Thank you for your service.
That's my mother.
I will love you forever.
And I think that's sort of what's been sort of disappointing about some of the discourse online lately. I'm like, let her cook, let her serve us, let her do her artistry, her global artistry, and like she, like, I don't know, it's like she's an autonomous person,
right?
I feel like I'm sick of like,
we want her to be more empowered and confident and happy and like making decisions and choices that she authentically wants to, even if it is a fucking nerd tech campaign,
right? I think
we could still critique.
People talk about, like, even us, we sit here and we talk about like certain serves from the past and stuff. Some of the days we've talked about, the looks she wore on those days, the performances she's done on those days have probably been some of the worst days of her life.
Exactly.
And like, because she was doing things she didn't necessarily want to do, because she was working on a schedule she didn't necessarily want to do.
Didn't she say something about, like, I'm paraphrasing, but like at a point in her life she was shaking pill bottles like baby rattles?
Yeah, she did say that. I mean, not that long ago. That was like 2020. She said that, or 2019.
Right. So let's like give her some credit and let her have some space and make her triumphant return.
Yes, and like
which is happening.
Yeah.
People love her. Die with a Smile is #1. Like, what?
I know. Straight boys on YouTube are reviewing Chromatica and listening. Like, I watched this guy's YouTube video that was like, listening to my first Lady Gaga record. He's like, I've heard her songs on the radio, but watching this person react to Chromatica, I was like, wow, Little Monsters are monsters. The way they and the gays, just pop fans, tore her down for that album. Like, yes, she's at the top of the world. People are discovering her discography for the first time, and she's 16, 17 years in.
Right.
Like, it's wild. And I don't know, I even struggle with the word return, because I'm just like, you know, we gush over her, but like, that's like, I thought that's what this was. I thought that's what being like a fan was.
Right.
Like, gush, just being like, support, yes. You know, sometimes being like, girl,
right?
Because that's what you do.
Right.
You're like, sometimes my mother makes mistakes, and that's fun, and
Nobody's
we critique
perfect.
and whatever. But ultimately, I'm like, I want her to be fucking happy.
Same.
And she seems happy.
Yes.
So leave her alone.
Please.
Leave Gaga alone. Anyway, that's my tangent for this episode of Chewing on Pearls. That's gossip.
That is gossip.
Yeah, we got into it. But yeah, there was a message at the beginning of the show about our event. If you're in Chicago, get a ticket, come to that.
It's going to be so much fun.
We're going to, of course, have I think we're going to try to have an episode after Mayhem releases pretty quickly, just with like a first response.
Right.
Like, I think we should, get that out real quick, and then we're going to dive in a little deeper and really dig. So look forward to that. And I think we'll probably be, once Mayhem comes out, updating our Chew on That playlist as well.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for listening. Thank you for your comments and your DMs.
Yes.
We love to see and hear from you and chat with you. We love you, fans. Our little pearls.
Our little pearls.
Our little pearls.
Bye, Diva.
Bye.
Chewing on pearls.